Hey, how the heck are you? Jonathan here, the Fishery Matic, and today we're going to take this bourbon barrel tub and we're going to turn it into a scaped bourbon barrel tub like this, more like this one over here. And I'm going to take you along and show you what I'm doing. All right, let's get to it. Alright, so you guys know I like to reuse and save on cost as much as possible. So I have this old peony cage, you know, I think it's for peonies, but anyways, tomato cage, whatever. You know, you would typically set it in the ground and it would prop up your plants, right? So I'm going to use this as a stand because one of the things I want is to make sure that the fish can swim. I don't want to lose space. There's nothing in this pond right now. It's old. I've bred stuff out of it. That's my spawning mops that I pulled up out of there. It hasn't had anything in it in a while, and just time to give it a new look. So anyways, this is going to act as a stand so that I actually can have space for the fish up underneath still. I have this old hanging basket that was already had that I used for some flowers. I don't know. It's been laying in my shop for quite some time now. The last couple of years at least. So I'm actually going to use that and somehow get it, basically set it in here on the stand. It's going to be all wired together. And then I also have this calla lily that I purchased in the spring. I put it out by my garage on the house, and it's starting to look better now, but it wasn't looking real good with all that direct sunlight, and I just don't think I'm able to water it enough for it to thrive, I guess. So I'm bringing it in. I'm gonna try this thing here, maybe give it a better life. You can tell it still looks, the flowers aren't really even blooming pretty. So I think it was just struggling in all that sunlight. I think they can handle the sunlight. I just don't think it was getting enough. I don't think I was able to water it enough throughout the day. So we're gonna try it in here. I think it's gonna look cool. Got a couple other little plants I may stick in here with it and add to it as this thing grows out. But I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll show you what it looks like as I do it real quick, and then we'll take a look at it when it is done. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach the bowl to it. So I took some old airline tubing, slid it down on here, and then I just cut a slit into it, which I'll show you here real quick. Alright, so it just separates it here. See if I can get this to zoom. And I'm going to take super glue and I'll wrap that around it. So that will seal all of this together once I'm completed. Alright, so we got the stand built. I think it's going to hold up well. It should hold up there's not going to be a whole lot of weight in this. Not a ton of weight in there, but I'm going to go ahead and keep this cocoa liner. So I'm going to keep the cocoa liner in here. I'll put my soil in. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to start getting it in here. Get the plant positioned in there. See how much room I'm going to have. I'm not putting a whole lot of other plants in this, but I am going to put a little, stuff that kind of hangs over. See how that goes. So, yeah, let's get it in there, and we'll get some dirt in there, and start getting the pond filled back up. one. So, truth be told, this thing literally only took me maybe 45 minutes, hour tops, no more than that. So the stand stands out a little bit more than I wanted it to, but I think I have some ideas for a fix, and I think some of the plants will help with that. But I do gotta do something with it because it's not quite doesn't give off enough of a natural look, I don't guess. Anyway, the driftwood, it was pretty dry, so it's obviously not going to sink. Kind of just threw it in there to hide the stand a little bit more. So there again, I'm not super crazy about the driftwood the way it is, but I'll mess around with it because I'll probably put some sort of guppies in here, and which that way it gives off some color. But if I keep the logs in here, it'll just be limited view. But I guess you're not going to see a lot of them like you are in an aquarium anyway, and I guess that's not really the point. I guess the point of these are the scapes, and then the fish, if you see them swimming around the top or anything, and they can add a spark of color, then I guess that's like an added bonus. So just got a desk lamp light that hangs on this little chair rail shelf here, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I hope this thing, it'd be cool if this thing will bloom. I'm not sure if it'll bloom indoors on a light or not, but we'll find out. We'll see what happens with it, and maybe check back in later on this video. So if you liked it, if you want to see more videos, more stuff we're doing in the fish room, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.